Hello everyone, this is Pat with our daily Oracle card reading and message for the 30th of May, Thursday the 30th of May, 2013. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck as well as the Daily Guidance from Your Angels Oracle card deck. So thank you to everybody for all of your lovely comments. I guess that reading really spoke to you. So let's see what the message is for today from this card deck. When I asked, this is the deck that I was drawn to. So call upon the lovely and beautiful goddesses, whatever their message is for the YouTube community today, or all those who might be watching this video. Okay, so the card that flipped out of the deck, and it did flip out, this is Ishtar with the message of boundaries, and it says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So this suggests that you kind of need to pull back a little bit to be willing to realize that you just may be overstressed right now. Yesterday's cards, had to do with, it's a follow-up to this. It's or to yesterday's. We got St. Padre Pio for healing, and I forget what the other card was. But anyways, this may in fact be part of the healing, but it is a recognition on your part and an encouragement to, as the card indicates, say no to the demands on your time. Be mindful of overcommitting yourself, okay? And it says love yourself enough to do that. Love yourself enough to say no to others. And for a lot of people who are very empathic, it's a very difficult, or can be difficult thing to do, because we feel bad, we feel guilty, for not, there's a lot of very noble ideas around always being willing to help somebody. And I'm not saying that isn't a very valid, by all means, reach out and help your neighbor, but there does reach a point where it can be too much, where you just don't know how to say no. And it ends up being, leaving us feeling, resentful, because we're always helping other people and putting our needs last. So, this does speak to those of us out there who do that. But, if you're not a person that generally does that or has that issue with yourself, then it's just indicating that there's a situation that's going on right now that where someone is, requesting your time, energy, or input, and it's important for you to say no to it right now. And if, as yesterday's cards indicated, there's a lot of healing going on for you, especially in terms of physical healing, this may speak to the need to say no, because you need to honor your body's need to rest, and your mind's need to rest. If you're recovering from, something traumatic, as I mentioned yesterday, many people have. There is a very, big process of healing that's going on in the aftermath of so many of these events in the world, both the tragic, the ones that have been created by man, as well as the weather-related and earth change ones. So when a card like this comes up, it's certainly suggesting that you need to hunker down and take care of yourself. And sometimes that involves saying, no, I just can't do that right now. So they're letting you know that whatever it is that's being asked of you may be just a little bit too much. It's going to stretch you too thin, and put a little bit too much in your plate right now. So they're saying love yourself enough to take care of you and be willing to say no to the demands on your time and energy. So that's part of what that message is. And a little bit about Ishtar as a goddess. It says she's been worshipped and invoked since ancient Babylonian times as the embodiment of Venus's womanly energy. So Ishtar represents the divine feminine in all of her aspects, including nurturing, mothering, sensuality, fertility, healing, protection, and wisdom. And as a multidimensional goddess, Ishtar doesn't tire of helping the men and women who call upon her for assistance. So, in this card description, we are, Doreen writes, and she reminds us that there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. So when you find yourself feeling tired, guilty, resentful, about helping other people, you're really not helping them. And it's a sign that, or a symptom that too much of your energy is expended outward and that you need some time to receive. So, anyways, all right, let's move on to the daily guidance from your Angels Oracle card deck and see what that message brings us in time with this one. Oh my gosh. Spilled right out at us here. Okay, so the card that spilled out is Focus on Service and Law of Attraction. The Focus on Service card says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. Okay? So, here we are talking about putting up boundaries as part of the message, saying no to demands on your time, and then it says focus on service, which a lot of times we associate with how can we serve others, how can we, but part of this message really has to do with helping you in terms of looking at where you're putting your energies, and or if you have some nervous energy around something, if you have something that you feel very intimidated by, the message of focus on service is how you can approach that so that it's less intimidating or helps you get away from the nervousness. Just focus on how do my talents, skills, and abilities in this situation, how can they be of service to others? And it's just a different way of approaching it. And this card emphasizes the giving and receiving, which is part of what the Ishtar boundaries indicates, that it's allowing yourself to receive sometimes by saying no to the demands on your time and energy. But in that time that you take where you're saying no to those demands, it's part of what they're urging you to do is focus on what is, for you, feels like being of service, which is something that's very joyful to you. And instead of spreading your energy out and spreading it too thinly, focus on being of service, and your energies and feelings about it, you'll be less tired. It's something that might be more joyful to you and would bring many more blessings to you and those whose lives you touch. It's really a more focused way of, instead of being spread out, it's more focused. That's all. So it's a way to approach the issues that you may be struggling with. If there's some confusion there, if you're wavering back and forth, it's a very good question to ask yourself, how can I, or ask of the divine, the angels, how can I be of service? Where would I best be of service? So, with all of your talents, skills, and abilities. Now, the Law of Attraction card is just a reminder again to keep your thoughts focused on what you desire, on what truly makes your heart sing, because it says each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, with peace, and with harmony. So at your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. So, and as I look at that, I'm reminded of how we can call on the Archangel Jophiel. If you find yourself in a place where your mind is in kind of a negative spin about something, or a negative spiral, you can call on the angel, especially the angel Jophiel, who beautifies our thoughts, to do just that. She brings beauty into everything, and she can beautify your thoughts and lift them up out of that more ego-based place, so that what we are attracting is more of what we're desiring. Because worry, fear, anger, the more we dwell upon them, the more we attract those into our lives. Not that we all don't go there every once in a while. Doesn't mean we have to be perfect at it. It's just a reminder. But it's also, I feel, a message that, you know, the law of attraction is working in your, well, it's always working. It's always going on in your life. But you may be particularly aware of it today, as you notice what is, you know, going on in your life, or what opportunities are coming in, and the fact that things are shifting around for you. So it may be very much in your awareness that of how this is just in motion for you today. And, you know, a reminder to use it consciously, and to, you know, work with it and be a little mindful of where your thinking is going. We can't certainly monitor every thought that we have, but when this card comes up, I find, you know, our awareness is often brought to our thinking patterns and how they're, you know, how they are manifesting or contributing to what we're experiencing in our life. So anyways, those are our messages for today. I hope they resonate with you. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a happy Thursday, everyone. Take care. Much love, peace, light, and many blessings to you.